Hey guys, welcome back to K&A's Family Homestead. We are going to do a little fall garden. We're going to jump right into this. Now, my whole goal for this setup that I'm doing here is to be able to grow my greens throughout the winter. Now, I'm in zone 6 and we go through freezing temperatures. So normally our garden or any plants will not sustain the cold at all. So I've been looking up, trying to research what I can do to possibly be able to go through the winter still harvesting my greens. Shout out I want to give to Roots and Refuge who came up with the same idea. Now I am going to change it a little bit, but yes, she does have the same method. So yes, if you want to go check her out, she could probably show you and explain it so much better. But this is how I'm gonna do it. I am gonna change it up. I think uh, this is gonna be like an experiment for me. I'm going to try to do something where I think it would be benefit um, for my area. Again, it does get freezing temperatures. So I'm hoping that what I'm doing here is actually going to prolong my greens and be able to, so I can be able to harvest them through the winter. Okay, guys, so we are gonna need a plastic tote, um, clear, so the light can go through. And we're just gonna turn this bad boy upside down. And for the most part, it's gonna act as if it was a greenhouse. That's the whole idea of it. Now, put this here for now. Now, what we're gonna do here, which is gonna be on the bottom for the floor base, we're going to stick some hay. About probably, I wanna say, a leaf of the, not hay, straw. At least 3 inches of straw to keep it off the ground. All right, so that's how we're gonna start it off. So let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
So we got it there. That's gonna be our base. And now the straw is a little slinky. It's a little bit of everywhere. So we're gonna want to make sure that when we set everything up at the end, to trim any straw that's sticking out or that's in the crevices. So when you close it, it needs to have a good seal on it, just so no cold winds to go in. So we are gonna go to the next step, which here we're going to make some holes on the bottom of this bag without taking the soil out of it. And the reason for this is so the water can discharge and get to the bottom and not be able to, we don't want to drown our plants. Now that that's there, put that facing down there. Okay, now the next step, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go and cut a perfectly rectangle, a top. Now, do have in mind that we don't want to cut too uh, too wide. We don't want to cut the size of the bag because we do want the dirt to actually stay in the bag. So we're gonna cut just about maybe 2 to 3 inches uh, in, so we can actually have some room to be able to hold the dirt in the bag. Now I am using the potting mix, which is what you want to use, so your plants can easily germinate. Now, you know that the soil here is fluffy. You want to break that up. Make sure it's loose, and more than likely, yeah, this is way too much. More than likely, we're gonna have to remove some dirt, which is fine. We don't need this much soil. Definitely use it for your seedlings for next year. I'm gonna remove some of this so we can really break it down, wet some of this soil. Guys, this is fall. Yes, it's the end of your gardening, but it's also the beginning. This is where you want to prep your garden, get it ready. So when next year comes, you'll be ahead of everything, and you can definitely get your plants out there growing. One of my favorite times of year is fall, and one of my memorable years was in 2016 on Thanksgiving. We actually got the family together, got to, eat some of our foods and be able to share different things that we miss from one another. Now, my family is not so close, but when we do get together, it's very, very, very special for me anyway. I enjoy moments like that, and that's why I think this season, when it comes around, I get so happy and filled with joy. So yeah, things that I look forward to, and to be here growing my own garden and growing my plants, canning, to eventually have Thanksgiving with all my fresh fruits, vegetables, and and meats, and things I got from the homestead. It's awesome. Um, so yeah, so make sure we break up the soil good, just like any other time when you planting your plants. You want to break up the soil. Make sure it's breaking up. Make sure it's nice and fluffy. I'm gonna spray it a little bit. I mean, I don't want, it's a little dry. So I want to make sure that when I do plant it, I do put the seeds in, they actually are getting everything they need right away. Guys, it's not too late to be planting, so if you guys have not yet started, um, right now would be a good time. Doesn't matter where you are. I think as long as you have dirt and some seeds, you can plant just about anywhere. Okay. So what I'm gonna be planting is kale, and my bin on this side, which I already did, uh, is lettuce. Um, so my two greens that I am going to uh, try to harvest through this winter. I'll definitely keep you up to date with some updates to show you how everything goes. All right, so we're gonna do our kale. That one has our lettuce, so now I really not too picky how it goes. I just want it to grow. We're not gonna do fancy rows or anything like that. I don't care if they're so close apart, because really this is my experiment. So how it goes is what I'll be doing for next year, and I might even change it to make it better. Um, but I am going to try just to sprinkle it around. Um, so yeah, all right. So I think I don't know how much it's going to plant or come out. So I mean, it doesn't hurt. I'll definitely know if this method works. Um, I'll definitely let you guys know if this works. If you guys tried this before, let me know. Um, they have it in Pinterest. It's where I first seen it. And then I wanted to know if anybody else thought of it. I like to try to look for ideas that is not out, so I can be more unique and stand out a little bit. Um, and so I seen this. I seen another one that I would have to build in the ground, but with that, I don't want to build anything close to the house or anything like that. With this here, I can easily, when it's done, fix it, clean it up, I mean, and, get it out of here. But with something I'm gonna dig holes and build in the ground, yeah, it's just something that it won't work for me. So when I seen this, it was like, wow, okay. Um, and then I checked on the search bar for YouTube just to see if anybody had this idea. And Jess from Roots and Refuge actually did this somewhat same method. And I was like, wow, okay. But I don't know if that would actually uh, help in this area. As you can see, putting water down, um, and as I keep putting water down, eventually it's going to drain. We have to drain. That's how we poke the holes in the bottom so the water can drain down. But remember this plastic um, piece that's going to be on the floor. and the water drains, it's gonna go into this plastic and it's gonna hold the water there. When it holds it there, the freezing temperatures will definitely freeze it, and if it freezes the bottom, it's going to freeze the soil, and that's where it's just going to stop all growing. Anything that's happening is just gonna stop. So I just figure throw some straw on the bottom of it, and there you go. Once it drains down, even if it touches the bottom and it does freeze, the hay is on top of it and the dirt is on top of the hay. So that right there is like insulated. So it's not going to affect the soil whatsoever. So if you live in the eastern side where you get nothing but cold, um, yeah, definitely, I recommend this method. Again, it's my first time using it, so for me, it's an experiment, um, and I will definitely keep you guys updated, making sure that this is the real deal. And if it works, I'm gonna use this every year. It's nothing like growing greens, and it's snowing, and you're going outside to pick greens. I mean, how awesome is that? So I definitely want to try that. Now, after you're done, this is all set. My kale's in there. I sprayed it, mist it, where the soil is nice and wet. And now, what I am going to do is when I put the cover on top, the hay is a little flimsy and it's a little everywhere. We want to make sure when we put this lid on top that it's going to seal all around the edges, so it can just keep it from any cold going in. So if you can, what I'm gonna do is more than likely just trim off all the excess hay that's not hay, it's the straw that's coming out on the sides. So that's what I have, guys. I'm definitely gonna keep you guys updated, let you know if this method works, and if it does, I'll be very, very happy. So, with that being said, I see you guys on the next video. Guys, thanks for following. If you like this kind of video, um, please hit the thumbs up. And yeah, what can I say? You guys have a wonderful day. God bless.